What if I told you that you don't need to spend long hours at the gym in order to activate your body's longevity switch and extend your health span? I'm Dr. Joanette, your longevity expert and the creator of the Longevity Switch. In today's video, prepare to have some of your beliefs challenged about exercise and longevity. But before we dive into some of that eye-opening research on exercise and longevity, I want to remind you that even though I am a doctor, I'm not your doctor. This information is for educational purposes only. So before you start an exercise program, make sure that you talk to your doctor to make sure that it is right for you. So let's dive in. One of the common misconceptions about exercise and longevity is that more exercise is important for longevity, right? Spoiler alert, it's not quite that simple. In fact, research shows that it's more important to exercise smarter, not harder or longer, if you want to activate your body's longevity switch and extend your health span. Let's start talking about aerobic exercise. Here was a mind-blowing study that I came across. In this study, the researchers looked at adults age 40 and above, and what they discovered was that as little as 10 minutes of exercise 3 times a day extended their lifespan by as much as 5 years. Now, 10 minutes of that exercise was not intense exercise. It was moderate walking. So taking a walk for 10 minutes 3 times a day was all they needed to extend their life by 5 years. Here's an interesting idea, something that I have implemented and you might want to consider. I like to bundle the pillars for longevity. What does that mean? Get up in the morning, go outside when the sun is up, and let that light hit your eyes and come into your brain and turn off your melatonin faucet. Melatonin is your sleep hormone. It shuts it off in the morning and helps you wake up. Then at lunchtime, go out after you eat lunch, and it tells your body's circadian rhythm. It's the middle of the day, and it also helps you regulate your blood glucose so that you don't experience that midday slump or crash that is so common due to a high carbohydrate lunch, a crash of our glucose, and then exhaustion midday. And finally, after you eat your evening meal, again, go outside. The sun that's lower in the sky will also tell your body it's the end of the day, and you get that additional regulation of your glucose benefit from the carbohydrates that you ate for dinner. A great way to bundle a couple of the pillars of longevity, because what it does for you is it gets you your exercise and it sets your body's circadian rhythm so that when you go to bed at night, you fall asleep faster, you stay asleep longer, and you wake up the next morning feeling refreshed, awake, and ready to start a new day. Let's talk about strength training, because exercise, when it comes to longevity, is important for not just aerobic exercise, but also strength training. When we strength train, it helps our muscles stay strong. It prevents a couple things. It prevents muscle loss, and it also prevents bone loss. Muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia, and bone loss, known as osteopenia or osteoporosis, are huge when we get older in extending our health span. So incorporating some strength training into your day may sound a little challenging, but look at it this way. Research has shown that as little as 5 minutes a day of strength training, 7 days a week, is enough to give you the benefits of strength training. In fact, you really don't need more than about 30 to 40 minutes a week. And when you exercise or when you do strength training 5 minutes a day, 7 days a week, you've got your 35 minutes. This is a strength training routine that you can do It's simple, it doesn't require any equipment, and you can do it at home. So let's get started. And I'm going to go over the routine for you. This is a simple routine that includes some warm-up, cool down, and core strength training exercises. So let's get started. We're going to start with a couple of warm-up exercises. The first one is called a standing knee hug, and it should take about a total of 20 seconds. Here's how you want to perform it. You're going to lift up one knee towards your chest. Use one hand to gently pull your knee close to your chest. Create a nice gentle stretch. Hold that stretch for a couple of seconds and then release. Repeat with your opposite leg. Next warm-up exercise is a standing quad pull. Stand straight and tall with your feet about hip width apart. You could use a wall or a chair for balance if you need to. Next, shift your weight onto one leg. Bend your other knee. Bring your heel towards your buttocks. Reach back with the same-sided hand and grasp your ankle or foot. Keep your knees together and thighs aligned. Hold for 15 seconds. Feel that nice, gentle stretch along the front of your thigh. Release and switch legs. And the last warm-up exercise is called a walkout. Start by standing with your feet hip width apart. Hinge at your hips and bend forward. Reach your hands onto the floor and bend your knees slightly if you need to. Walk your hands forward until you reach a high plank position. Keep that core engaged. Hold your plank position briefly, feeling the stretch in your hamstrings and calves. Now, walk your hands back towards your feet. Slowly roll up to standing. Repeat 1 or 2 times. And now for the strength and resistance training exercises. Here's how to perform them. Do each one of these exercises for approximately 1 minute. Let's start with the low plank. You're going to begin in a forearm position with your elbows directly beneath your shoulders. Extend your legs behind you with your toes tucked under. Create a nice straight line from head to toe. Keep that core tight, shoulders pulled back and down away from your ears. Keep your hips level. Don't let them sag or raise up too high. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. Breathe normally and focus on engaging your entire core. Exercise number 2 is knee push-ups. Kneel on the floor with your hips slightly in front of your knees and place your hands on the floor slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Keep your back straight and your core engaged. Now, bend your elbows and slowly lower your chest towards the floor. Keep your neck neutral and your elbows at about a 45-degree angle from your body. Push back up to that starting position and repeat this several times for about a minute. Exercise number 3 is called bird dog. Start on all fours in a tabletop position, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Keep that spine in a neutral position and now engage your core. Simultaneously extend your right arm forward and your left leg backward. Keep your hips and shoulders square to the floor. Avoid any rotation. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds and now return to your starting position. Repeat with that opposite arm and leg for about 1 minute. If this information is helpful so far, thank you for clicking that like button as well as subscribing. Bridge, exercise number 4. Lie on your back with your knees bent. Keep your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Place your arms at your side with your palms facing down. Now engage your core. Squeeze your glutes. Push through your heels to lift up your hips until your body forms a straight line from shoulder to knees. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds at the top, then slowly lower back down. Repeat for 1 minute. Exercise number 5, sit to stand. Begin by sitting forward on the front edge of a chair. Position your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart and slightly behind your knees. Lean your upper body forward, aiming to position your nose over your toes. Without using your hands, if possible. You can use them if you need to. Then engage your core and squeeze your glutes to stand up completely. Fully straighten your hips and spine in that upright position. Now, sit back down slowly. Control that descent. Bend at the hips and the knees. Slowly lower yourself with gently touching the chair and then stand back up again. Repeat for about a minute. And last strengthening exercise is a bonus. It's called jumping jacks. It not only engages all of your muscles, but also adds some aerobic component to this exercise. Here's how you want to do the jumping jacks. Stand with your feet apart and arms at your side. Jump while spreading your legs wider than shoulder width apart. Simultaneously swing your arms out to the sides and up over your head. Jump again, bringing your feet back together and arms back to your sides. Repeat this for approximately 1 minute. Now it's time to cool down. Cool down exercise number 1 is called child's pose. You're going to kneel on the floor with your knees hip width apart or wider for more comfort if needed. Sit back on your heels and extend your arms forward with your palms down. Now lower your chest toward the floor and keep your forehead on the mat. Keep your buttocks touching your heels if possible. Don't worry if they don't. Breathe deeply and hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Cool down exercise number 2 is called a lying hamstring stretch. Lie flat on your back on a mat with legs stretched out. To stretch your right leg, hold the back of your right knee with both hands. Pull that right leg towards your chest and then slowly straighten the leg until you feel a stretch. Keep the opposite leg flat on the floor with your foot flexed. Hold the stretch for 10 to 20 seconds and repeat on the other side. The last cool down exercise is lying knee hug. Lie flat on your back with your legs extended. Bend your right knee and bring it towards your chest. Wrap both hands around your right knee or behind your thigh. Gently pull your knees closer to your chest until you feel a comfortable stretch. Keep your left leg extended on the floor or slightly bent. Hold it for 10 to 20 seconds. Release and repeat with your other leg. You could also hug both knees to your chest at the same time. And bonus cool down number 4 is called lying figure 4. Here's how you want to do it. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Place your right ankle on your left thigh, just above the knee, creating a figure 4 shape. Clasp your hands behind your left hamstring, between your legs, or on top of your left thigh. Gently pull your left thigh towards your chest while keeping your right knee pushed outward. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders relaxed on the floor. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds and then repeat on the other side. This is a simple beginner's routine that will give you the 5 to 7 minutes every day of strength training or resistance training exercise. Thank you for watching. So there you have it. Aerobic exercise, strength training exercise. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't require any extra equipment. And it's huge when it comes to healthy longevity, extending your health span and your lifespan, as well as activating your body's longevity switch. If this information is helpful, thank you for signing up for notifications and sharing this video. So there you have it. Aerobic exercise and strength training exercises, what you need to activate your body's longevity switch for a long health span. If you know someone who would benefit from this information, please make sure you share it with them. And also, in the comments below, I would love to hear from you what you do as far as exercise to keep your body healthy and extend your lifespan and health span. Go to my website, growwithdrjoanette.com, and explore the health button for longevity and how to activate your longevity switch. Also, while you're there, if you got hungry from all this exercise, it might be time to make some of those recipes for your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. There's lots of healthy recipes there as well. And we'll see you next time on the Dr. Joanette channel.